Hey, David. Hey, congratulations to you and the family, man. You don't really get tested like this in fights too often. I guess, where did you kind of find it inside, to kind of turn things around when they needed to happen? And then, what kind of changed the fight for you? Did it feel to you like your power would overcome him at some point?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is that I wanted to be patient. I mean, Caleb Plant is a great counterpuncher. As you can see, he's really fast. I didn't want to just go in there and then get countered with any, shots. I really had to take my time. I think you guys seen a good jab. My jab was way more effective than Caleb Plant's. You guys are only talking about Caleb Plant having the more better jab and stuff like that. But as soon as I got in there, the fight is not a 4 or 6 round fight. It's a 12-round fight, so you got to start slow. But as soon as I found my groove, there's nothing you could do to stop me. I hurt him to the body, hurt him to the head, cut the ring off pretty good, and like I said, I'm just satisfied with this. There's a lot of things I could fix in my game, but overall, I'm satisfied with this. This is my first fight pay-per-view. This is the biggest fight I've ever been in. This is the biggest fight of my life, and I feel like I did amazing. We went out there. I told you I was going to put a beating on Caleb Plant. That's exactly what I did.
Talk to me about the end of the fight. The bell rings. You raise your hand. You're kind of walking around the ring, and Caleb comes up to you, kind of puts his arm around you. You guys exchange words. Talk to me about that moment there.
I just told him, man to man, sorry for all the trash talk that we went at each other. We were talking a lot of shit to each other. A lot of it. I'm not going to say it wasn't necessary, because it was necessary, because this fight was huge. It was a huge fight, and sometimes that's what you need to bring the best out of the two men. And we're both warriors. He's a warrior. He definitely showed it, but I showed it that I'm the better warrior. And I wanted this opportunity to be challenged by a top super middleweight. He's definitely top 3. I'm top 2. The number 1 is Canelo. So, we both had a lot to fight for. The winner supposedly is going to get Canelo. And, so I put everything into this training camp, And I know he did too, but, at the end of the day, I don't want to hold no grudges against nobody. I'll only do that unless we're building a fight or something. But after that, there's no need. I'm not that type of guy. I've never been that type of guy. So I have nothing respect for Caleb Plant, and I'm happy he gets to go home to his family safe.
Man.
Thank you.
You said before the fight that you would not be satisfied if you did not stop him. Was it at all not satisfying because you didn't get the stoppage?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get the stoppage, but you guys seen how his face looked. He was really bloody, and I was really imposing my will. I really beat him up really good, and like I said, I'm not really satisfied because I didn't get the knockout, but this is a great way to get a victory. Just dominating performance. It was a great performance. There's a lot of things I could tweak in my game to make sure I get the stoppage next time, but also I feel like I don't want to throw Kenny Bayless under the bus, but he didn't call Caleb Plant out in any of the clinches he was doing the whole fight. I think if Kenny Bayless would have said something about the clinches, maybe it would have stopped Caleb from trying to clinch, and I would have clipped him. But I was hurting him a lot of times, busted his eye open, hurt him to the body, and I can still get better. But I am satisfied with this performance. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I am very satisfied. I feel like as Canelo Alvarez, he needs these fights. A big fighter like me. This is definitely a really big fight. As you can see, as me and Caleb Plant was a huge fight. So I think it'll be huge pay-per-view numbers. And let's just take it back to fighting, man. I want to prove myself. Canelo's proved himself, but I feel like he needs to give me the opportunity too. And it's not like I'm begging for something. I've been mandatory for the past 2 fights, so it's something I've earned. And especially after this fight. I showed that I belonged to be. I deserved to be in there. I wasn't really getting hit as much. My defense was good. I thought Caleb Plant was faster, so I was really countering, and I was using my head movement and defense good. I know I could get better, but I feel like the only fight that people want to see in super middleweight is me versus Canelo. So let's give it to him.